Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Marsform Barnsley. I've got quite an interesting image for you today. It's an image that went viral a couple of years ago because of this object here. I think it was referred to as an alien facehugger or an alien crab on Mars, which I certainly don't think it's organic, or it was organic, because I think it was in an alcove. See there? Just let me get that. I'm only just going very quickly. Like there is like an alcove, which looks artificial to me, and I think it's an artificial structure of some sort. Maybe pipes, like an outlet pipe. Maybe it could even be a sculpture. I'm not sure, but that's not the main reason why I'm showing you this image. I'm just referring back to this so that you will take your mind back to when this image first came out. It's Sol 710, and to be honest with you, there's not much more information about this particular image. This is the source for it, and basically that's all the information. I think it was taken by the right Mastcam. It doesn't say anything else about it. All the information that I can find on it is there in front of you. But there are some interesting things on it, and hopefully you'll be able to see what I can see, because I think this Sol 710, which is not just this particular image, not just this, it's right along this ridge. This ridge goes on for a hell of a long distance, and it is absolutely full of sculptures, structures, eroded, destroyed buildings, you name it. It's all in this Sol 710. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm just going to show you a couple of little sculptures that I think I've discovered on here. Whether they've been discovered before, I really don't know. All I can say is that I am showing you what I've discovered independently of anybody else. Okay, well, the first thing that caught my eye when I was looking at this is this particular image here. As you can see, as you zoom into it, it's not the greatest in the world. It's actually pretty awful, and I've no doubt whatsoever that it's deliberate, totally and utterly deliberate, because if they gave us crystal clear images of Sol 710, the entire game would be up, because it would just show the shattered remains of an ancient civilization, or a civilization that once existed on Mars. So they've basically the choices they've had is either not show us the images, or do what they've done and redacted 80% of the information in the image out of it and obscured it. I'll just show you what I mean. If I go to the individual plates, see the cyan plate, can you see how bad that is? Look at the noise in that. It's absolutely atrocious. I think they've got a bit of a cheek publishing something like this, to be honest with you. But like I say, the reason why they've done it is to obscure the information in it. They've basically had no choice. They've either got to tell us outright that there's a civilization here, or they're keeping it under his wraps for as long as they can while they study it, and this is what they've got to do. it's not. I don't think it's a limitation on the camera. I don't think it's a limitation on the distance. This is deliberately put into the image as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what anybody says. Again, you can see the blocks, and you usually find that they're right over the sculptures. I think they've got a cheek publishing something like this. They really have. But anyway, we can still bring some of the detail out of it, and we can make it a little bit clearer by just doing a couple of basic things with it, which I shall do now. So this is the orange colour, and the area we're looking at is here. This is the first sculpture, or the first statue, if you like, in this little alcove here. See this? You can just see it, just about see it, and it's in an alcove. Okay, and then there's another one here, and then we've got one or two others, but they're a little bit weirder, if you like. They're pretty weird. So I'll start off with the obvious one, this one here. What I'll have to do is just make it a little tiny bit clearer if I can for you. Otherwise you'll have no chance of seeing it in this orangey red colour. So just basic stuff. Now, you know, doing the Gaussian blur and levels, and it just sort of gives it a more realistic colour, if you like, because that now looks like the surface of Mars, doesn't it? That looks like what you would expect from a natural landscape, not that reddish faded out colour, the orangey colour that they always show. It's still quite degraded, but at least we can start seeing these structures a little tiny bit clearer. I hope you can see that there. Okay, and the alcove. So what I've done, just to speed things along a little bit, I've actually put that in Windows Magnifier, and then I've enhanced it with the sharpener, contrast, brightness, that type of thing. So what I'll do is just go to this one here. I'll open it with Adobe. I hope you can see it there, and you can see the alcove. See, it seems to show one of two things. It could be either a small individual, maybe this race that existed here was small in stature, or it could be a child, a juvenile. I think I'm not really sure. I think it might be a child, because there's a couple like this, but I hope you can see that. It seems to have like an Egyptian style hat on. Yeah, it comes up to a triangular point and then down, and it's got a small slot in the centre of the hat. There's the face, eye, nose, and it's got like a little round mouth, and it's got like fat cheeks, and then it's wearing sort of an overcoat of some sort. Comes up, and then the structures here, but I'm not really sure what they are, but that's what I'm seeing here. And this is the alcove, which you can see has been cut out, and that statue has been placed into it. This is another angle of the same image. And there it is there, just to the right of the screen. Can you see it? Can you see the triangular shaped hat, and the small slot here, and it comes down here like a page boy type style. You can see its nose, eyes, little round mouth, and you see like the trench coat I was talking about. I mean, I think it's a statue. I'm pretty convinced of it. And it's not isolated, because next to it is this. Now they've tried to blur it, so as you can see like the blur right across it. It's no accident. They've tried to blur out the features, the primary features on the face. But what I've done, I've sort of used the sharpener on it, and a couple of other little tools just to try and bring out the features on the face. And this is the same face enhanced. Okay, just basic enhancements. I hope you can see that. And there's actually a couple of faces here, but I just wanted to show you this one first. You can see the eyes, the nose, you can see the mouth, and it's got some kind of, I don't know whether it's a helmet or it's a tear. See, comes round its face, and it sort of protrudes from the wall, like some of the sculptures you see on the side of churches. You know, like the faces, the gargoyles, and they sort of stick out. This is what this looks like. And there's square blocks next to it. You know, there's other strange features, and as you can see here, there's another face, with quite strong features: the eye, the nose, the mouth. And that's not pareidolia or imagination. That is a sculpture. And as you can see in the last image, they tried to obfuscate it, but you know, you can get through that just about. So we'll just close that. This is the original image in the orange colour. Sorry, just go back to that. So you can compare it to the enhanced images. You can still see the little guy. You can still see that the hat he's wearing, or it's either a hat or his hair, and you can still see him. He's got the trench coat. You can even see the primary features: eyes, his nose, his mouth. He's got little fat cheeks, and there's the alcove. And then you can see next to him, you can see this sculpture sticking out. You see that? And then the little one there. There's actually multiple sculptures along here, but I'm just trying to show you the main ones that I think are sculptures that are easy for you to see. See what else we've got. Right. This, I was saying there's multiple sculptures, and I think this one, you see him there, just on the right hand side, I think he's part of like a family unit, which is quite common on Mars. You'd often see like a man, a woman and a baby, or a man, a woman and a child. If you have a look at some of the other videos, you'll see that it's quite a common occurrence. And I think what we're looking at here is a family unit of some sort. If you have a look here, you can just see another face, and it's not pareidolia because it's wearing the same type of hat, if you like, or it's got the same type of hairstyle as this one here. And I think it's, you know, part of the same. See this here? Everything's part of the same family unit. You see the eyes, nose, and the mouth. Yeah. Now, the other two, which could be the adults, if this is a child, if that is a child, these here are the adults. So we've got one child there, we've got another one here, and this is the mother, I think. I'll try and show you exactly what I mean, because it's quite weird, and I suppose it's hard to see because it is damaged. It's damaged quite a lot. If you have a look here, you can see the eye, which is broken, and all this side here on the right is broken away, and I think this piece here is that side of the face. Okay, so that's the eye, there's the nose there, and then this is the mouth. Okay, there's the chin, yeah, this way, and she's wearing like a double collar. See where it comes down? That's one part of the collar, that's the other part of the collar, and there's a triangular shaped motif there, like a decoration there. Okay, and see the way her waist comes in? It's very narrow waist, and then comes back out again. Comes in, and then comes back out again. And the feet are like weird, they're like flat, come up this way, very very flat, and there's like lines here. She could be wearing some kind of belt there, I'm not sure. Okay, now as I say, this side of the face is destroyed. Okay, and I think this part here is that broken side of the face, because if you have a look at there, it comes out in a little bit of a circle, see that? And this here looks like the top of a nose. Yeah, so I think that piece might fit here. So this round part would fit on that side, that round part, and this nose here would fit on, that would be the bridge of the nose, that would fit there. Can you see that? I hope so. And so I think that is a sculpture, in my personal opinion. And then this next to it is very very weird. I don't know what to make of this, to be honest with you. There's the little face there, there's the little sculpture. That cannot be like nothing, that can't be just a lump of rock. By the way, this is all hollow here, so these statues aren't solid, they're not like solid rock or solid granite, they're actually hollow, so you can mostly break them open very easily. As you can see, the face is hollow. It's as if it's made out of like alabaster or plaster or something like that. I mean, it must be a lot stronger than that, because otherwise these would have been totally wiped out in whatever cataclysm destroyed everything. So, but as you can see, these are not solid rock, and that proves it there, because that face is broken away. See that? Yeah. Now this, I think it must be like, maybe you've got the mother, so maybe it was a matriarchal society. That's the impression I get here. And this is the male, and that's one child, and that's two child. I know it's very very weird looking, I'll be honest with you. And I see an eye there, I see an eye there, I see he's got a nose, which is, they've tried to blur that out, by the way. And then this is the mouth area here. Yeah, got like a funny shape there, and then maybe this is the chin area, the body, the bottom part of the body, and then maybe this is the feet area. I know it looks weird, but you don't know what the style of beauty or their style of what they might consider artistic designers. Sometimes it looks quite human, you know, exactly what we would expect, and other times it looks weird, like this looks very weird and that looks weird, but we are on Mars. Okay, so I think this is a family unit of sculptures. Yeah, can you see that? I hope you can see where I'm coming from with that. And let me go back to the main image. I'll just very quickly show you another couple of images which I think are sculptures. So you've got the family unit there, okay? So that's the family unit. One sculpture, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in a row. So it's not coincidence, is it? And if we go, this is a trail, by the way. See that? That's a trail that runs behind them here. You could walk along there, and you could walk up here, which I might show you that in a minute if I've got time. But it's these here that interest me. See these? If we just zoom in a little tiny bit, because I think what we're looking at here, I think we're looking at a woman here, I think we're looking at a man here. Again, a little bit on the weirder side, but I think they are sculptures. And you can see where they've tried to blur. See where they've tried to blur the features out. It's atrocious, really, but you know, this is NASA for you, doing their best to obscure what's here. So what I've done, just put these on their own without any distraction, and see if we can. This is the head. He's wearing like a helmet with horns on. There's his eyes. There's his jaw. Yeah, and he's wearing like a round collar on his neck, as if he's wearing some kind of suit or something like that. And there's like a little opening here, and like it looks like they look like steps, but I don't think they can be because they'd be too small. And I think he's wearing definitely wearing some kind of coat or suit. This is where the suit ends there, and then the leg comes down here. And this woman, if you like, has got two long braids that go back. They look like horns, to be honest with you, but I'm presuming the braids. See, there's one there, there's one there, and this is her face, and there's a nose, there's a mouth, there's a chin, and she's looking towards his chest, and he is looking down at her. You see the way his head's inclined? His head's looking down this way, yeah? And there's her arm here, and there's her back, and she's wearing some kind of clothing, yeah? I know it's not the clearest of images, but that's NASA's fault. Just let me see if I've got a clearer. I think I tried my best to bring this one out, change the colours and everything. I don't know whether you can see that a little tiny bit better. I know it looks very fractal, but You can see he's got like a helmet on with like horns. There's his eyes, yeah, his nose, his mouth, that's his jaw, there's his head, comes down, he's got like this round collar, yeah, and then that's the bottom of his coat there, and that might be his leg, I'm not sure. She's got, like I said about the horns, and she's got all the braids that come out. I mean, they're most probably pipes, to be honest with you. And but they've used them, integrated them to make it look as if it's some kind of head covering for the woman. There's a nose there, it comes down. There's a mouth area. Yeah. There's a back. But I think they're sculptures. There's an arm. Comes across. You know, these may represent fingers. I don't know. It's very difficult to see. But it's only my speculation on what I think, you know, is there. Anyway, guys, it's only a quick video to show you some of the unusual features in this particular image, because I've had a look at the entire image and it's just unbelievable. The stuff in it is just amazing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to do another couple of little videos for you, and I'll do the top part. We've done the middle part, but not all of it, but at least the main statues that I think are statues anyway. But there's some fantastic stuff in the top here, which I'll do. We've done some of the middle. There's plenty more on that, but it's a time factor, isn't it? And then the bottom part here. So what I'll do is I might go to the bottom part for next time round, and then go to the top. Okay then, guys, only a little bit of speculation on what we can see there, and I think they are sculptures. I really do. Okay then, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Thank you. Bye bye.